Good afternoon. The Committee on Transportation is going into its hearing notice of Monday, July 6th in Conference Room 225. And we'd like to say aloha. This is Monday, and we'll continue with what's very important to the Transportation Committee as well, and to all those who use Young Brothers for its goods and services provided on the ocean, providing its goods to many of us in the state of Hawaii, and we appreciate that there's so many interest in our resolution today. So we'll proceed with SR 125, and this is requesting the Department of Transportation to provide funding to water carriers for the purpose of providing that water carrier with financial assistance to maintain routes and lines of services within the state, and to create a working group to recommend mid and long-term solutions to ensuring continuous water carrier service throughout the state. Again, I do want to say thank you to all of those who have been in contact with us with regards to this resolution, and to all the testifiers, the testimonies we've received today and over the weekend. So we'll recognize that the Department of Transportation has sent some comments to add to the formation of this working group. And Dean Nishina, testifying for DCCA, the Division of Consumer Advocacy, and committee members, I'm going to read a portion of the consumer advocate's testimony because it's well said and well read. And I'd like to share this with all of you out there in remote as well. Just to advise everyone the importance of SR 125. And the consumer advocate goes on to say that the department also supports the idea of the working group to investigate and develop recommendations to balance the need of continuous, reliable, and affordable water carrier service to transport goods throughout the state with the water carrier's need for financial sustainability. The department has concerns with recent proposals to significantly increase the rates to transport goods, reduce the number of sailings, eliminate certain services, and impose additional requirements that would make shipping for certain customers more expensive. The department is also concerned that the viability of the water carrier services on a long-term basis is uncertain. Thus, the idea of a working group that involves interested stakeholders to identify midterm and long-term solutions is a prudent step. The department appreciates the thoughtfulness of the proposed composition of the working group, since the viability of cargo transport between the islands by water carrier directly impacts each of the counties and directly affects certain state agencies, such as the DOT, Public Utilities Commission, and the Department of Agriculture, since the termination of certain water carrier services or a significant increase in rates for services, including LCL services, may affect the viability of many of the state's producers of fresh produce and livestock. The department looks forward to collaborating with other stakeholders to address the stated issues. And we thank Dean Nishida, the consumer advocacy, for his well-thought comments. We do have support from James Griffin, the chair of the Hawaii Public Utilities Commission. We also have testimony in support of Council Member Tim Richards. We also have comments from Susan Liloy, Council Member as well. In support, testifying for Maui County Council member is Riki Hokama. In support, testifying for Young Brothers, Jay Anna, president. We have communication in support from Toby Taniguchi, president of KTA stores, superstores on Hawaii Island, in support of Derek of KTA Superstores as well, Derek Kurisu. And we thank him for his continued support of conversing and in communication to the Transportation Committee as well as to my office and coordinating with the farmers and shippers. I thank Derek for his hard work. Jason Bradshaw sends communication in support of ILW Local 142, as well as support from Hawaii Farm Bureau, Brian Miyamoto, the executive director, in support testifying for Hawaii Food Industry Association, Lauren Zerbel, the executive director. We do have communications from our Hawaii Island Chamber of Commerce, Riali Moku, the president, also in support, testifying for Molokai Chamber of Commerce, Robert Stevenson, the president and CEO, testifying for the Japanese Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Hawaii, Don Mendy, the president, testifying for the Hawaii Kettlemen's Council, in support, the managing director, Nicole Galezi. We thank them for their continued support and having their patience with all that's been happening. In support from Kuala Pu'u Market Limited, that we have support from both Sonia Ewan and as well from Kapapala Ranch, Alani Petrie, who's been a big supporter and of course an active ranch hand, and the making sure that Hawaii continues raising cattle, so we have the fresh beef that's distributed throughout the state and overseas. We have support from, I think this is Randy Kurohara from Creative Arts Hawaii and Aloha Grown. We have support from Kaiu Kimura, and that's from the Hawaii Island, Rosie Davis, Jean Ross Davis, Faith Tui Pulotu, sorry about that. We have a support letter from Patty Cook, and also from Eric Tanoe, Thong Tang Niu, and of course, we thank the support of the City and County of Honolulu, Ikaika Anderson as well. Members, we do have Senator Shimabukuro on, is she on? Okay, she's on, okay. The chair will call.
Yes, I'm here.
While we check and see, make sure that we have our quorum. We see Senator Shimabukuro there. Thank you. Recess, Senator. Okay. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. The Committee on Transportation is going into its decision-making for today, Monday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just the wrong date.
Okay, here. That's it. Okay, 1 second. Okay, the committee is going into decision-making on SR 125, proposed SD1. And members, the chair's recommendation is the following amendments that I'm going to recommend. It's adopting, of course, the proposed Senate draft and the title change to SR 125. We're going to add the chairs to be on the committee, but the chair has decided that we should not add any more. Following, we'd like to add DBED at the recommendation from DOT, and the chair would add ILWU or its designee as well. The last change is to change the $10 million to $15 million as recommended in previous bills that we've heard earlier. And any technical amendments? Members, any questions? Any concerns? Senator English, Chair, is voting aye on SR.
Okay, Chair's recommendation to pass SR 125 with amendments. Chair votes aye. I vote aye. Senator Bakuro?
Aye.
Okay, and Senator Favela?
Aye.
Measures adopted, Chair.
Thank you so much, committee members. This is long overdue. We thank you for your patience as well. But let's move forward. We thank all those agencies that participated and helped us. And hopefully we'll move on and look forward to the working group. Aloha. This adjourns the Committee on Transportation.